Hello, welcome. This is Aisley Jackson, Business Location Approval and Zoning Use Coordinator with the City of Savannah Planning and Urban Design Department. And in this video here today, we're going to go over the Business Location Approval overview and steps in order for you to apply and complete a business location approval prior to obtaining a business tax certificate here in the city of Savannah. All right, so let's get to it. In this video here, first thing you're going to do, you should be directed to the business location approval website on the City of Savannah website. So you're going to go to www.savannahga.gov/business approvals. All right, so you're going to type in the word business approvals with an S on the end of approvals. Hit enter. It should pull up this page here. If this page does not come up, that means there's an error, typo or misspelling or something in the URL that you put in there, because what's going to come up is this new URL that has 1628 in there. It's the right page, so you are here. All right, so the first thing you're going to notice on the City of Savannah website, in the header, there's always a search bar, so you can always use that tool to look for different things on the City of Savannah's website in general. But on the business location approval page, here in this first paragraph, just give you some basic information on business location approval. And then also we have usually our frequently asked questions and some other information on the side here. You should only use the online application unless there's some reason why you should have to use the PDF form application, but the online application is much faster, much more accurate, and much more efficient for us to process. So a business location approval is required for all businesses that are located within city limits. Then this application was formerly called the business approval or zoning approval, but this application is needed prior to obtaining a business tax certificate known as a business license here in Savannah. So the business location approval process is an opportunity to confirm that the proposed use is permitted in the property zoning district and that the structure meets applicable building and fire code requirements. All right. So what does that mean? That means if you've been in business 20 years, 30 years, and you move locations, yes, you're going to need a new business location approval for the new location. It has nothing to do with your old location or how long you've been in business. Only concerned about the new location where you're moving to. And even if this business has been there prior to you or prior to you that's the same type business, this application process gives us a chance to verify that information and get you going moving forward. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, a lot of folks are just changing names of the business or changing ownership, and they will ask, do I need this process? And the answer is yes. The City of Savannah's Revenue Department, prior to you updating or transferring your business tax certificate with them or anything, it's going to trigger a business location approval with us, for them, so that we can update our records, update our information, and also the ordinance and things change from month to month, and so we need to notate that in the new approval. And so this process is very much required and needed. All right, so you can go to the BLA process flowchart for a map of the process. If you're a visual person, need to see a visualization of the workflow that's involved in this. All businesses that operate in the City of Savannah are also required to have a business tax certificate, aka business license, and must submit the business tax certificate application. Contact the City of Savannah Revenue Department. That's not the State of Georgia Revenue, City of Savannah Revenue Department at 651-6445 for more information. And we'll get down to that in step number 2. But the business location approval is just involved in step number 1 here in this process. And it's pretty simple. It's an online business location approval steps. Step 1, you're going to click here to complete and submit the online business location approval application. And after submitting the application, you come back to this page and go through the next couple of steps. Now, I have some questions. If you have questions on this application, watch the BLA instructional video. All right, and this video is also being updated, so this link may change a little, by the time you watch this video, but this video here is still applicable and handles 90% of the questions you may incur on this application. However, I will click here in this application just to handle some general things. All right, this is our form center where all type of applications are here on this page. You don't have to sign in and create an account. All right, that is not relevant to what you need on this page. You just need to fill out the information in these blanks. The business location approval application, it's going to ask you for your address. Everything in pink is required. The PIN, parcel identification number, if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Go to the frequently asked questions or just skip it. All right, fill out everything that has an asterisk is required. These check boxes and things in gray, applicable. If they're applicable to you, check it. If not, don't worry about it. This information, previous business name and or use at this location is very important. A lot of people confuse this and put in where they used to be located. That's not what this is asking. This is asking what's the previous type of business at this location. If you don't know, ask your landlord. A lot of people say, I don't know. We don't need the exact business name, but we need to know, yes, this place was used as an office, and we're using it as an office. It's a restaurant. We're going in with a restaurant, you know. So basically what the use was. If you don't know, ask the landlord, okay? Put something in there. Proposed business use or activity. This is what you plan on doing here. These are just some general categories. And if your use is not here, you check other, and then you type in, you know, down here where it says other, okay? Other type right here. So if you're a home occupation based from the home, you type in what you do from the home. I sell blankets, you know, and you put blanket sales or whatever it is. From home, you know, I make Christmas wreaths, you know, online sales, or I'm a janitorial service, you know, anything based from home, you will put the type here. Even if you're a professional service, you know, home occupation, professional services, you know, here. All right. So if you're a retail, you're going to check up here where it says retail, bar, restaurant, professional office, home occupation. Where is retail on this? Oh, there it is right there, right in front of my face. All right. And you put retail here. Same thing. Childcare number, any type of lodging, whether you're a hotel or bed and breakfast, you know, number of bedrooms, so be it. All right. If you know the square footage, employees, seats, great. This mainly is for restaurants. If you're not a restaurant, it's not required. Okay. Or any type of assembly or large space. Alcohol sales, yes or no, and check applicable statements here. All right. If your business is based from your home, again, home occupation, check here. Just lets us know that. If you're making some significant changes, alterations, check the applicable boxes that relate to you. Your business located in a new building. This means brand new. You're the first tenant in this space. All right. Doesn't mean that new was built 3 years ago and it's still new, smell new, but it's been, you know, prior tenants and stuff in there. This is just letting us know whether or not you have received a CO or the owner, landlord received a CO for this building. All right, that's very important because a lot of businesses or buildings are built as shells, and a tenant build-out permit is required. All right, so you would put in your name, and this is not the company name. You put in the name of the owner or representative. You know, if you're a representative, you put the name of the owner and still, you know, do this application for your company. All right, and then you put the date, you sign by clicking this box, put your email back in here, and this should be checked, hit submit, so you will get a copy of this application. And that is it. As far as you would go back to the page once you do that, and you would do step 1A here if you're a home occupation. If you're not a home occupation, you can skip this step, but it's very simple. The home occupation agreement form comes up, and it just acknowledges what a home occupation is, and you understand that you can't be doing anything that violates the home occupation agreement, and basically turn your home into a full-fledged retail or restaurant or some other type of business. It's a home occupation which means that you can do certain activities and use your home as your base of operation. But most of your activities, you have to go out and see your customers. A few customers can come depending on the type of business, and it's all here. All right. You print, date, put the address, sign, email address, submit. It's that simple. And that page is done. You come back, and the last quick step here is to schedule your phone appointment. What this does is allows us to set aside the time to review your application, expedite the process so that you know or have an idea when your application is not only going to be reviewed, but more than likely during that session it should be approved if it's you're going to get an outcome. And all outcomes are not approved. There are a few that are denied for various or mainly zoning reasons, but majority, don't want to scare anyone, get approved. Or you have some other type of outcome that there's more information needed. You may have to go through the building permit process if this is a change of use or a change of occupancy, or you name it. But you would schedule your phone appointment so that we can review it and have that outcome. It's not any trick questions in the interview. You don't have to get be paranoid. Just some basic information that we're going to verify that you submitted on your application so that we can move it forward. All right. When you click here to go to that process, is pretty straightforward. It's going to tell you our booking policy so that you can call us during your appointment time. We're not going to call you during that appointment time. If any changes, please call or email us. Email is preferred. If you can't reach us, because I may more than likely on the other line conducting an appointment or in between. If we miss your call, just call back. Give it a minute or a few seconds or whatever. More than likely I'm on the other line clearing a call or handling something, but call again or send an email. All right. You're going to pick the 30-minute review appointment time. This is for mainly just general phone calls, 30 minutes. At least give us enough time to do a review of your BLA application. When you click on that, that's going to bring up the calendar. The blue areas show that dates that are available. As I'm recording this, today is March 24th. As you can see, the first available date is April 4th. So the dates do book up pretty fast. That gives you an idea of the volume of applications and folks that we have looking for get their business location approvals completed. Right? And you pick a date that works for you. It already has the first available date selected, and then you pick a time. And basically, you will click on the time. You'll put in your information. Joe, phone number, invalid phone number. Can't start with 1. All right. You're going to put in your email address, name@name.com. Any comments? Project address is the address that's on your application. All right, so make sure that's the address that you put in here, not your home office, another state address, or the address that's on the application. If you have multiple application with multiple addresses, you need to have multiple appointments. In each appointment, put the address that you want to address. Don't put one address for all your applications. Okay, so to get a reminder, you're going to click book, and when you do that, that's going to get everything going. This is your booking ID. You're able to book another appointment or come back to this site to alter or change your appointment around. But you're good to go at that point there. Appointment is set, and you will call back during that time on this day, on Monday the 4th at 11:30 a.m. And you can click here to go back to the website. All right, and that is it as far as the steps, the process for the business location approval. All right, if you have any other questions, feel free to send us an email here to this address, frequently asked questions here, or to my email address. or business approvals at savannahga.gov. And step 2, you would just contact the City of Savannah Revenue Department, and you can start working on this application here. That's listed on this page, but they're not going to allow you to submit their application until your business approval is obtained. That business approval will be emailed to you and to the City of Savannah Revenue Department once it is completed. All right. God bless and much success. See you soon.